What up? You're up! My name's Nate. I started skating in 1987. Skated through high school graduation in 93. When I took a hiatus to raise a family, get married. The last pro deck that I ever bought before I quit skating was the New Deal Danny Sargent Slick Bottom. Awesome deck, man. It was a really awesome skate. I gave it to my friend Neil. I honestly don't know if there was any logic behind who I gave it to or what the deal was. I think maybe I was just out skating with Neil one day, and I probably just said, hey, this is it, man. You know, I got a kid coming. I'm going to be getting married. Full-time job, real life. Here you go. That's probably the scenario. I skated a couple times over the years after that. You know, anytime a skateboard would come into my possession for whatever reason, and it would have been nothing major. Like, I mean, after my kids were all born, I have 3 kids. At some point, we got a Mountain Dew Santa Cruz board, and I was pretty psyched about that. I skated it a little bit, you know, with my kids. And that was probably in about 97, 98 maybe. And at that point, I could still just jump on it and go. I remember skating down the street with my son on my shoulders. And that sounds like bad parenting. It probably was, because I hit a pebble and I flew off. I flipped him over and set him down on the ground safely and jumped over him, and I took the bail. So I never did it again. After I graduated high school in 93 and gave away that deck, well, the whole board, that was all she wrote up until about 3 months ago. The entire time my kids have been growing up, I have told them to take what they love and make it a career. I've told them that if you're trying to decide what you should do with your life to make a living, ask yourself what you like to do on your days off. What do you like to do when you're not at work? And that is your answer of what you should do for a living. And 3 months ago, February 8th, 2016 to be exact, I said that for the last time to one of my boys, and I don't know why it took me so long, but for some reason at that moment I heard myself say it, and I realized I'd been telling them this for 20 years and never took my own advice. A little over 5 years ago, I was in nursing, and I took a 2-week leave because I was really, honestly tired of it, and I was trying to decide what to do with my life, which direction to go. And coincidentally, halfway through my 2-week leave, the place was sold. And to make a long story short, I came back to no job. I've always been a hustler, and I had been selling on eBay for probably about 10 years at that point. So I just dove right into that. Been doing that ever since, full time. You know, I've just always been a hustler. So to fall into eBay full time was just kind of a natural next step. I love doing it. I love reselling. I love hustling and finding treasures, and but it, you know, it's not my passion next to filmmaking. I've always wanted to be in Hollywood. But, you know, my passion, my realistic passion after that is skateboarding. And, I mean, if you'd have told me 6 months ago that I would be running a skateboard company right now with my own designs and everything, and I'd be out here skating again, I'd have told you you're crazy. I was teetering on 400 pounds 6 months ago. I'm now down to 329, I think it is. And it's all in the name of skateboarding. You know, when I was in school, I was always heavy until I found skateboarding. And then I lost a ton of weight because I was just skating 24/7. I'd go skating all day long, come in, the phone would ring, and be a friend, and he'd say, let's go skate, and I'd be out on the road again. And I went from being this short, fat little nerd in 7th grade to stick-thin, full-blown thrasher in 8th grade, for lack of a better term. That's what they referred to us as in Massillon, Ohio. It's safe to say skating saved my life once, and it's safe to say that skating's going to save my life again.
Check this out. This is the funniest part of my whole session this morning. This ramp right here, the small one, I was standing up on top of it, just kind of looking around the park, and I wasn't even standing on my board. I stepped down the transition, my foot goes right out from underneath me. I fell straight back and slammed my head on the ramp, my hat goes flying, and of course, there's somebody over here watching.